But if someone going out there putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family and hurting my business, we're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first.
Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford's feud has taken an ugly turn. After Crawford accused Mayweather of owing him millions, Floyd reportedly cut ties with him completely. When Mayweather later called Crawford out for a fight in 2026, the undefeated champion shut it down immediately. In a recent interview, Crawford explained his decision, saying he has no interest in doing any kind of business with Mayweather, especially with the debt still unsettled.
What he got, still, he got security guards around him, and he in the limelight, stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wasn't.
Do you like him as a fighter, though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
For personality, his way.
To get to where I'm at. And the friends that I choose are the friends that I choose. That's just what it is.
So it hasn't affected your ability to trust him.
Crawford revealed that he once had a business arrangement with Mayweather Promotions, which helped promote one of his fights. But according to him, Floyd pocketed the profits and never paid him his share. Floyd called me out, but I'm not doing anything with that man, Crawford said. He owes me crazy money. That statement reportedly sent Mayweather into a rage. He fired back by mocking Crawford's finances, saying, "How much does he even have? I made more in my last fight than he's made in his whole career. How can I owe someone I'm richer than? Stop the comparisons, man."
Bashed me, talked bad about me, spoke bad about my family. Now, I've always been judged because how I have presented myself when I'm promoting a fight. You cannot judge me for entertaining the people when I'm promoting a fight. Judge me for the person that you know. You can't judge me if you don't know me.
Crawford's accusations that Mayweather owed him millions reportedly came before Mayweather Promotions began facing internal turmoil that drove many fighters away from the company. According to Crawford, the agency was audited for the first time in March 2025, an event that allegedly exposed several of Mayweather's hidden financial and legal issues. The audit reportedly revealed unpaid taxes and multiple cases of fighters claiming they were cheated out of money. Among those said to have been affected were Gervonta Davis, Rolando Rolly Romero, and Carmel Mutton.
Congratulations on your victory. With the way you beat Canelo tonight, Spence a couple of years ago, everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd, with the rest?
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rich back with another one. Now, everybody is talking about how Floyd Mayweather is losing all his fights. Gervonta Davis just put out a tweet saying that he stops, of course, losing from signing with Floyd. Floyd was setting him up for failure. Now, I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan.
The original agreement reportedly stated that fighters would receive 70% of their earnings, with Mayweather Promotions taking the remaining 30%. However, Crawford claims that Floyd flipped the deal in his favor, keeping 70% for himself while deceiving the fighters. He allegedly manipulated financial records and payouts to make it appear as though the boxers were receiving their rightful share, when in reality, they were getting far less.
I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a liar. I work hard to build my name, to build my reputation, and I'm not going to let anyone go out there and smear my name and talk bad about me, talk bad about my family, or talk bad about my companies.
Crawford also alleged that Mayweather Promotions was nothing more than a smokescreen for Floyd's personal schemes. According to him, Floyd used the company's accounts to hide various fraudulent activities and suspicious crypto dealings. Once these claims surfaced, fans flooded social media with reactions. Some expressed disappointment, calling it the downfall of a once great promotion, while others celebrated, saying the truth about Mayweather Promotions was finally coming to light.
And I love Tank. But, you know, a lot of times us fans don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. And if all this stuff they saying about Floyd Mayweather is true, it's sad because I feel like it take away from his career, his character as a person, because we see him in the ring, we see how head-driven he is, we see how confident he is.
One fan wrote, "I can't believe Mayweather Promotions got seized. Floyd's been at the top of the boxing world for so long. What's really happening behind the scenes? The king of boxing is losing his grip. With Mayweather Promotions gone, I'm actually excited to see what comes next for him and the sport. Another fan added, "This is huge. Floyd's empire is falling apart. I'm really curious to see how this impacts his future fights and business ventures." The sudden downfall of Mayweather Promotions has left fans stunned and questioning what went wrong. Was it simply about tax problems, or could there be something far more serious behind the collapse?
Yes, and we see how he's the greatest in the ring, but a lot of times that stuff gonna be carrying on to different people's characters. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all think Floyd just think about himself and don't really care about his fighters? Do you think everything that people are saying about Floyd is true?
Another fan remarked, "This is a dark day for boxing fans. Mayweather Promotions being seized is a huge deal. I really hope Floyd can bounce back from this. What's the real reason behind it? Financial issues or something deeper? I can't wait to find out more." A shocked fan added, "Floyd Mayweather's downfall might be unfolding right before our eyes. Mayweather Promotions being taken away is a massive hit to his career. I'm honestly stunned. Floyd's been a legend in the sport, but it looks like his empire is finally starting to crumble."
Congratulations on your victory. With the way you beat Canelo tonight, Spence a couple of years ago, everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the...
This development aligns with a recent complaint from one of Mayweather Promotions fighters, Jon Ingram. The boxer took to X, formerly Twitter, to express his frustration, writing, "I love Floyd and appreciate everything he's done for me, but it's time for me to move on. I'm falling behind compared to other fighters my age who turned pro around the same time. That makes no sense when I'm supposedly signed with one of the best promotions in the game."
I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top? With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean? This little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought...
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21.
However, since signing with Mayweather Promotions in 2023, Jon Ingram has only fought once, and that wasn't even under the promotion's banner. His lone bout came against Sean Hunter in March of this year, a fight he had to personally negotiate to secure a spot on the card. Ingram began his professional career in February 2022 with a first-round knockout over Jemiah Mays. Later that year, the 23-year-old added to more victories to his record, defeating Hector Adrian and Marcus Stewart. The young fighter also revealed his frustration with the lack of support from former Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerb, claiming that Ellerb told him it was out of his control to get him fights despite Ingram being officially signed under the promotion.
At the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. Around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, so. When they came back and he was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on a show. So
At that point, I hadn't fought in about 7 or 8 months, Ingram explained. And during that time, I wasn't making much, maybe $10,000 a fight. Going 6 months without fighting is crazy. Then they came back and told me, all right, you've got to fight Joseph Pedraza. If you don't take it, you're not fighting at all. You'll just be sitting out. Frustrated with the lack of opportunities, Ingram asked Mayweather Promotions to release him from his contract so he could pursue fights elsewhere. The request was denied, which led him to take his grievances public. In a post on X, he wrote, "What y'all don't know is this isn't day 4 of this situation. I sent my notice professionally and got ignored. We could have handled this off the internet like I wanted to." A native of North Carolina and a new father, Ingram opened up about his struggles, saying, "I've got a mouth to feed. I don't work a job. I pay my own bills. Boxing is my only income. Boxers make money when they fight, and you think I'm just going to stay quiet when I'm not getting fights?"
I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me, it just...
Floyd Mayweather's stable of fighters has seen several athletes voice similar frustrations in the past, claiming that Mayweather Promotions wasn't the right fit for their careers. Jon Ingram's desire to leave the promotion only adds to the growing discussion about the company's strained relationship with its fighters and the challenges many of them face under its management.
Contract with Floyd Mayweather. You see, now I know how Floyd must have felt. He was an A-side then, and I know how it would felt if I was fighting someone and I'm the A-side and someone did that. You know, you find it disrespectful. So I was young then. I was a little bit, got a little bit excited and said, you know what, I'm gonna announce it. Must have been about 24, 25. Well, look, it is what it is. That fight never happened, but it was a fight that look, we have mutual respect for each other. But it would have been nice to have that fight.
Adding more fuel to the fire, rapper Curtis 50 Cent Jackson took to social media to mock Mayweather's alleged financial troubles. On Instagram, he wrote, "Damn champ, they caught you capping. Haha. Time for another exhibition. LOL." 50 Cent's jab quickly went viral, further shaping public perception of Mayweather's current struggles. As the undefeated legend faces growing scrutiny from fans and even former allies, questions are being raised about his future in boxing and his financial stability. While Mayweather has yet to publicly address these allegations, the situation paints a picture of a once dominant figure now surrounded by controversy. Despite his incredible career earnings and global fame, the rumors suggest the money man may be facing challenges that go far beyond his legacy in the ring.
Yo, when you gonna give me the money? Because you're already invested. Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail. Right. So it's like, let him cool his heels.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when... See, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardless. Right. You know, so I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he going to say he wants,
In another corner of the boxing world, Gervonta Davis, once considered Floyd Mayweather's prized protege, has also been making headlines, openly criticizing Mayweather for the decisions that led to his current troubles. Davis, who used to share a close bond with Floyd, has long since distanced himself from the boxing icon, claiming first-hand experience of how Mayweather mismanaged his own promotional company. Their relationship famously fell apart in a very public feud, but Davis has since thrived, evolving into one of the biggest stars in boxing both in the US and globally. Speaking on the Mr. J. Hill podcast, Davis opened up about his split with Mayweather and shed light on what really went on behind the scenes at Mayweather Promotions.
I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're sitting on the show.
Once you finally get close to someone you've always looked up to, like Mayweather, you start to realize they're not who they pretend to be, Davis said. It's a letdown, it hurts. So I just decided to go my own way and do my own thing. He went on to describe how Mayweather allegedly put him in difficult situations early in his career. There were times Floyd set me up in lose-lose situations, Davis recalled. Like my first world title fight against Jose Pedraza, I was 16-0, just 21 years old, hadn't fought in 7 or 8 months, and was barely making any money, maybe $10,000 a fight. Then they told me, you have to take this fight, or you're getting shelved. Around that time, I got evicted and had to sell my car. For sure, Floyd did that intentionally.
I would never have got that fight regardless. I think in their head they didn't want to fight me. I was a bad style for Floyd Mayweather, especially after the Alexander fight. The whole world, media, ESPN, you name it, everyone was talking about Amir Khan's next fight is going to be Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, obviously, with all the ego he had, he didn't want it. He just obviously wanted to show that he's the A-side all the time. He's the night guy to pick who he wants. Then he went and fought Maidana twice, even though he did the poll. And twice we won the poll.